Hello, Virgos. Welcome to your reading. I was just going to say, fucked up reading. I don't know why somebody wanted to say that. I don't know what's going to be so fucked up about it. But take it how it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it at all. I can't stress that enough. Sometimes this is just advice that maybe somebody gave you a long time ago and you didn't listen, or maybe it's advice that you heard a long time ago and you forgot about, or maybe it's the advice that you 100% need to hear. I do not know, but I'm going to try to help you because that's my mission. All right. Virgo. What is going on with you? There's one, there's two. Something in the heart of your home. This is weird. These are my cards that I did. And we've been with each other for a while. They all came in reverse. And what's weird about that is that, because I said these cards are my cards, we don't really do reversals in these decks because we don't really have to. Okay, that was the whole point of me creating the deck, was so then I created my own type of reversals upward, you know? My own type of reversal cards. These are all in reverse. Blaze one for the day shut in reverse. The box in reverse. Hearth and Hope in reverse. And Narcissist in limbo. And then we got connection on the bottom of the deck. I can't help but take that because this is obviously a connection you have with somebody, okay? And like maybe this is a parent or an ex-spouse or a child or something in a relationship that's kind of gone wrong, perhaps. What I feel is that someone's been sending somebody really bad vibes, okay? And this person that's sending you these really bad vibes, they're an idiot, okay? They're the most stupidest kind of idiot ever. Because if they knew anything about anything in this world, they would never send anybody ill thoughts unless they knew the repercussions of what those ill thoughts would do to their own life. That's why I'm like, yo, this person's stupid, dumb, narcissistic, one-sided, obnoxious, only sees things from their point of view, can never see things from anybody else's point of view. And I was actually talking to this man last night at work about how people think that because they have money, they deserve to be respected. Oh, I've got money, bow down. I've got money, treat me better. And I'm like, what they don't understand is that money is an illusion. It was never supposed to be here. It was never planted here. It was never, it's not a natural resource. Therefore, it's a synthetic compound that we produce on our own and then became obsessed with, right? Like the devil himself, basically, okay? So it's like this person could have created you, okay? And I mean, like, they could have manifested you. They could have created you. They could have pulled you out of their fucking ass, out of some fucking magic's hat, okay? And the thing is that they exposed you in some way by doing this to you. It's like you could have been perfectly fine had they just left you alone. But they didn't want to leave you alone. They wanted to hurt you. Right? They wanted to send these vibes to you so that maybe you would kill yourself, right? So then maybe you would move out of the house, right? And that's a lot of that's partnerships too, you know. Like if all of a sudden something starts going bad with a girlfriend or something starts going bad with your husband, then you start sending him all this energy like, get the fuck out of my house, right? I don't want you in this relationship anymore. Why don't you just leave? Why don't you get a divorce? Why are you still fucking here? I hate you. You know, all those vibes that we send to those people that we don't want around, as opposed to just speaking to, okay? That's worst case Ontario, and I'm not gonna lie about that. Like we have words for a reason. If someone's gonna use telepathic abilities to try to hurt somebody, as opposed to just calling them up and ripping them a new one, it's like, how much of a coward is this person, right? It's like the person that hides on the other side of the phone, you know, texting but never coming out of the shadows, right? They can say a lot of shit, but as soon as you say, well, hey, let's meet up about it, hey, let's talk about it, well, no, fuck you, now you want to talk about it? You know, they're always going to change it. And like, that's very much like my stepmother. You know, we had a lot of family problems, and she would say stuff like, okay, well, let's go to therapy, or let's get it on the table. And then as soon as my sister and I would go to make that move to get the therapy session on the table, Cindy would say no. She would freak out. She would have her anxiety attacks. She would suddenly feel like we were beating her up, and then poof, there she goes out of the equation, because she knows that if I take her to therapy, I'm going to get it all out of her from fucking start to finish about how much she hates me, what she did wrong, how much she lied about. Because I remember all those lies that she told over the years. She doesn't. Because when it directly affects you, when a narcissist directly affects you in a connection that you can't break, right? Say a parent, because you're not married to them, so you can't just walk away. You can't just pack your bags. You're 8 years old. Where are you going to go, right? When somebody gets into a connection like that can't be broken, it puts you in this box that is transparent but obvious, okay? Because then you become trapped, but not in something 3D, in your own self, right? So I feel like, because it's not like they trapped you in the house. Nobody locked the door on you, or maybe they did, or maybe they're still locking you up, right? That's the thing that we don't realize, is when we've got really abusive parents on our shoulders and we're dealing with very abusive loved ones, they're so narcissistic, and we become so biased to it, right? We become very numb to it. Oh, that's just what they do. Oh, that's just how they do, right? And it's like it's giving them the excuse to act the way that they are, because it's just the way that they always have, and nobody can do anything about it, right? Because nobody is telling this narcissist to shut the fuck up and grow up. No one's saying that to them. So everybody's enabling them to send these vibes to you because of this connection. Okay, so I did shuffle these a little bit. And on the bottom, it was like, yo, I haven't even seen this card before. And it's got candle magic underneath in reverse. And this is upright. Oh, now we got, okay. So these cards are, I was trying not to have like reversals in this deck. I was trying to keep them all upright just to keep the readings clean. But we're going to take these because we got some more information coming out here. So here we got some candle magic going on here, okay, with light. So a lot of times when candle magic is present, it amplifies the cards around, okay? So, and I'm going to say that about light as well. So there is some type of light that's being turned on for somebody, and it's not a light like the end of the tunnel. It's suddenly something's just going to go, oh, that's what it is, right? You know that little ding, 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 like the timer's going off? This is the timer going off, okay? This is definitely the timer going off. Okay, so light says, hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where light is but a dream. So this is what I'm talking about with this transparent box you're in. It's not that you can't see. It's not that you're in the dark. It's the complete opposite. It's like you're in a bubble and you can't get out, but everything is there. Everybody can see you, they can hear you, they can talk to you, but you can't move, right? So Then we've got contemplation here, okay, with the number 7. We got 2 2s and a 7. Okay, so contemplation, it breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't, coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Here I gasp for the answers to unfold. So I feel like they've kind of kept you in this energy of contemplation because, yes, you could live and breathe and speak and talk. You still couldn't progress in something, leaving you contemplating in almost like repressed energy, right? And like maybe you're ugh. Someone just came into the reading and I fucking hate this band so much and so many people love them. And they're so fucking mainstream and they're so fucking cool and they're so fucking... Yeah, listen to the fucking lyrics because all they're talking about is sacrificing children in order to get their fucking music on the air. It's all they're doing. I'm not even going to say the fucking name of the band because it ain't worth it here on the game of YouTube. But the thing is that... Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, this person's just not going to shut up. In my head, oh man, I had this lady at work talk about how she always has music in her head, and I'm like, oh my God, I do too. Because it's true, I always have music in my head. I could be bebopping, dance till you drop in with fucking music in my head all day. I don't know where it comes from. But I heard a lot of people aren't really like that. Like, not a lot of people hear music in their head all day, which is crazy. Like, how boring is that? Right? It's got to be pretty quiet in there, right? My head is not quiet. With the friggin' tinnitus and the songs playing all day, fucking Whitney's personal jukebox. Honestly, it is never quiet in my head. Woo, get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay, so I almost feel like, now that I'm like Palo Santoing, okay, my whole area here, I almost feel like this person, okay, is like quite a disease in your life. And that's unfortunate because this person I feel like is very close to you. And what they did is very evil, okay? And like that's why I'm getting this evil band in my head. This person acts like they're so fucking innocent all the time, and I hate that. I hate when the villain turns into some type of victim. Like, you want to be a villain, be a fucking villain. But then don't come back around crying, oh, everybody hates me now because I'm a villain and I only did it because I'm hated. Like, shut the fuck up. You want to do something, you want to hurt somebody, then you got to take that ticket along with hurting somebody. You don't get to drop all these excuses as to why you did it and okay, so I deserved it. Like, fuck off. And like the things that people do, that's the thing, is like this band that was in my head, what this person chose to do in order to get their band on the road, they said they did for a woman. Go fuck yourself. Or you summoned a demon, you went and hurt children for a woman. Grow up. No, you didn't. You did it for your fucking self. Don't ever do that to somebody. You break the law, you break the law. Don't ever say it was for somebody else. That's bullshit. That's such a fucking cowardness. You do it because you want to do it. Don't blame it on somebody else. That's child's play, man. That's back in fucking Chucky in the 80s. Like, get over it. You're gonna have to grow up sometime. And if this is the person you're dealing with, then like, wow, are they immature? Okay, because they do things and they hurt people because they think it elevates their power. So they chose to hurt you between a very sacred connection under your own fucking roof. But it was so strategic in what they did that nobody saw it. And that's how it's the perfect crime in the devil's eyes. Right? It's the perfect crime. And it's all being illuminated. So they're fucking stupid. It's like you're gonna light the way to this. Six of Pentacles. Oh, we got some fairness coming in, okay? We got some abundance coming in. There's an Emperor coming in, like there's stability coming in and balance coming in. And that's really nice considering whatever this person just had to go through, they have to break a very toxic connection with somebody because all this person can do is send them bad vibes. Like, could you imagine if that's like your dad or your mom? Like, because I know I can, right? My parents don't even talk to me. Like, they wish me dead, okay? My mother's already told me. Like, I definitely know that I'm not the only one with parents like that, you know? Like something is very, yes, they hid something, okay? They worked together with a lot of people to hurt you. And that's why you're getting out of this box, okay? Because the hurt that they did to you is so bad that the universe can't. And like, try not to say, okay, I'm learning to say my universe and my God, okay? Because I think a lot of magic is used within the universe and the one and only God. So if you are feeling my vibe on calling it yours, please start calling it your universe and your God. So then you can start to attach to the right things that you need to connect with and not other things that are misleading to connect to. So then they siphon everything from you, okay? So this team... Okay, this was an Emperor in reverse, which is why the Emperor came in reverse, because somebody was trying to constantly uproot you, which is why you were put in a box, but people could see through the box, so it wasn't like they couldn't see you trying, right? It's like I almost feel like everything was kind of blamed on you, you know, like, why weren't you successful? Why didn't anything happen for you? And it's like, well, you know, like, you can't really put that on somebody's shoulders when they're dealing with parents like this. Like, not everybody can just put their abusive parents in the closet and go to work every day or go to school every day or get over it every day, right? Like some people, their parents were the root cause of everything. And that's not, people aren't just going to get over that, right? So it's like you've uncovered that you've been hidden, and that's the problem, okay? Because the world is now telling you, like, yo, you've been silenced for too long, okay? You've been in contemplation for too long. Like, give me this contemplation card. Like, I almost feel like it's like you couldn't stop just thinking about what is going on. These just all flipped. I fucking told you, there's the devil right there. Something took over somebody. As you can see that girl in the background, okay? That's the original person. Okay, that got slowly taken over by a robot. And now the robot has control of her, and the human is nowhere to be found. Okay? So, because the robot has taken over them. So I almost feel like that's this person, that's this narcissist that did this to you, okay? Oh my God, the tower is coming down. Whoa. Okay. So see the tower and see these people getting thrown off up here, okay? So those people are getting thrown off the tower. And look, 3 of airships is a man right here falling off the ship. Those people are like, what? And he's going down. He's falling off. He's going to die, okay? There's no saving him now. And that's this person, okay? They had a million chances to start again. They didn't have to hurt you. They didn't have to send you these vibes. They didn't have to be the monster in your life. They could have chose a different way. They could have chose control over their body. And most likely this person probably drinks. Okay, alcoholism is one of the number one key factors to possession. Okay? Because when you drink, you have absolutely no natural defense in your body, and you let whatever you feel come into you. Okay? And that's like a huge, huge no-no in the spiritual world of drinking and just letting anybody come on in. Okay? Like if you were holding a private party, would you just let anybody come in? Or would you have security there at the door? Right? You got to think of yourself as that bouncer inside of you, right? As that person that is needing to do their job of keeping other energies out of you. So they don't jump in there and start playing around, taking over you, controlling you and shit. That's not cool. Okay? So this person most likely is a drinker. Okay? And they had their choice. They were the king of something. Okay? They were the magician. They had the tools and they had the advancements and they had the time to make their life the way that they wanted to. But something could have happened with your other parent. Okay? So there could have been a divorce or a messiness that happened. All right? And because mom left or because dad left, that turned the ship on this other parent. Okay? And you might not have seen this, which is the moon in reverse, because it wasn't as transparent as you thought they were. Like, they hid a lot of their demon side from you, a lot of their robotic side from you, right? I don't think you saw the mass destruction that this person was capable of doing on a daily basis because they didn't show everybody. They had a lot of power, and then instead of using that power to cultivate a relationship or to get back on the ship they were kicked off, to get their body back, instead they warped to a time where they could fuck with you. And so I think they jumped on some type of time machine. I think they've gone back into your childhood and they're pulling on those strings again to make you feel bad for them. A true narcissist. That is a true narcissist. You know, when you see them, you should give them a round of applause and be like, man, you deserve the award for the best narcissist I have ever met. You managed to completely fuck me over and my head, and I still gave to you after you took so much and then said you needed more. So I gave you more. And then you said I didn't give you anything. So I gave you even more. Then you lied and you backstabbed me. And you told me it was all my fault. Wow. Narcissism it is. Okay, and the award goes to this asshole, okay, who worked with a little team to sink your ship. And you probably loved this person so much because they were all you had. Especially if you were like a single child and they were a single parent. Like, you guys were everything to each other then. And did you know that they were using you and putting you in a box so then you would be theirs for the rest of your life? Like, did you know that? No. Did you sense it? Probably not. Right? All right, anything else we want to give this poor Virgo reading? There's the Knight of Vengeance, the Messenger of Vengeance. Message coming in here about, whoa. All right. Okay, this is how I'm going to take this. Look at these. Both these cards are like almost the exact same. But it's the Ace of Airships and the Three of Airships. And look at those ships taking off. Like, that's really all I can see is the ships taking off. So I really think that this person gets off of you, right? This narcissist. You get out of this box. You are now able to take off in your life. And that's the message. Man, I think your life is probably going to go pretty fast. What's the next phase coming in for this poor unfortunate soul that was trapped in the box for so long? What's going to happen to them next? Let's see. Ooh, sweet. So you go from something, like, look at this. That ship goes down, but look at him. He's in his little fucking parachute thingy. Right? So he's not going to get hurt. He's fine. Okay, sure, yeah, the whole thing went up in fucking flames and went to shit, but he's okay. Right? He's fine. Right? He didn't die. And that's the thing is, like, I do think that whatever this machine is that they put you in, whatever this transparent box was, okay, you're getting out of it, okay, and it kind of almost preserved you. right? And it did what the intended spell worker wanted it to do. But now it's like you might progress in this next 10 years pretty quickly. Like you might age really quickly, or your hair might all go gray all of a sudden at once. Some big milestone might hit you, right? You might just become all of a sudden very tired, or you can't focus your eyes anymore, or suddenly you've got arthritis, right? Like something might age you, and that's because you're like about probably 10-15 years behind on your timeline, like at least. And now I'm getting millstone. Is it milestone or mills? I think it's milestone. It's called by Brand New. A milestone around my neck, and my God, there's nothing I wouldn't do. Oh my gosh, you should listen to this band called Brand New. Fuck, they're awesome. I've listened to them since the early 90s. Yeah, the shepherd's gone. The shepherd's not watching anymore. That's what it is. So this person was acting like a shepherd and hurting you, like controlling you wherever you were. They were like the person that knew where you were all the time, knew what you were doing all the time, moved you when they wanted to, told you to move when they wanted to, told you to stop when they wanted to, like that. They took complete control of everything. And this is a huge milestone because that control isn't there. And there's been quite a lot of readings in the last month or so that have been about control, and have been about people that just couldn't let people go. So they took control over their lives and said, fuck you having free will. I'm going to take it away from you. And unfortunately, those people are now getting exposed. And fortunately, there's a lot of people that are being released, okay, from the grips of people that they didn't even know had anything to do with them. Okay, let alone liked them, let alone obsessed over them, let alone took control of their life, right? Like, there's a lot of secrets being exposed, and they need to be exposed. Oh my gosh, look at this. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles and the Lady of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God, that card was flipped. And the Page of Cups with the Ten of Cups. Wow. Oh my gosh. So look at this. So this is about the spotlight, okay, coming down on those ships so you're saved, and then the ship coming out of the ground, right? Just poof, there's that ship for you. It's been submerged for all this time, and now it's coming out and you're out of it. And then the Lady of Engines creates the Ten of Engines, which is the Ten of Cups. They just don't know they want, right? So it's like this family, it's almost like you might be directed right towards a family, or right towards, a family. This could be like a family business, and you take control of the family business now. Like, something's going to get given to you, okay? Because that's just the way shit works. When you sacrifice something, then that sacrifice comes back around again. So I've got is it only 2 tens? Yeah, I think it's only 2 tens. But there's definitely a double ending, okay? No, there's 3 tens. 3 tens and 3 aces. So there is quite an ending and a beginning for somebody. Big time ending and beginning. And it's because this some type of energy lasted for just way too long, okay? So the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Ending. So it's like, this person just cannot do this to you anymore. It can't be hidden. It's completely lit up. Everything they tried to hide has been illuminated by something natural. It's been illuminated by fire. And you know what I'm getting to? If you've had a lot of fires around you, like I'm talking forest fires, that could have been the light that sparked this whole thing. Especially if you're getting a shitload of rain right now, because the rain is trying to put out the fire that just ignited everybody's candles around the world. I think that's a huge message there. Like, I mean, people were calling the fires in Canada the sage of Canada, the sage of North America, right? It's like those were 1,000-year-old cedars just lit up. Do you know what you use cedar for? Clearing, right? So it's almost like Canada had this little trick up its sleeve, and it knew by igniting fires it was going to clear its country. It was going to clear, you know, and other people benefited from that in the States. People benefited from that across seas. They benefited, people that traveled benefited from that smoke. And yes, it was very unhealthy and it was very dangerous. It was also very necessary, I think, in this process of a lot of humans trying to get that spirituality again back and that cyborg out of them, that controlism out of them, and taking their life back again. Because the movies and the entertainment industry and the commercials are all giving you a completely different look and perspective on life than what I think a lot of people need to see. This life is so much more than what we give it every day. And if we don't start paying attention to things like this, then you'll never get out of the box that you've been put in, if you've been put in one, right? Because you're never going to notice that you're not actively actually participating in your life. You're just living it every day, like this cyborg wants you to do. So anyways, peace out. Thank you for watching. I'm Whitney Moon. Have a good one. Sayonara. Word to your mothers.